Joan Crawford was an impressive woman. I admired her. I had hoped that I would keep my looks as well as she had when I was her age. Some movie stars don't seem like stars when you meet them, and others seem more like stars in person than they are on screen. I think Miss Crawford was the latter type. I don't know which is better. She was as much a movie star at the dinner table as she could have been electrifying a courtroom in a movie drama, maybe even a little more. And I was pleased to have seen I made an impression on her. After dinner she said, "I think I could help you a great deal if you'll let me. For instance, that white knitted dress you're wearing is unfit for a dinner party of this kind. It was the only good dress that I owned. I wore it evenings as well as daytimes, anytime I had somewhere of importance to be. And I washed it myself every night." But I looked at her beautiful evening gown and I understood. She said taste is every bit as important as looks and figure. I was flattered and I accepted her offer to come to church with her on Sunday. You know, we went to the same church as it turns out. How did I not see her there? After church she came up to me and said, "I'm so glad to see you. But you mustn't wear flat heels and a gray suit with black lining to church. If you wear gray, you must wear different shades of gray, never black." It was my only suit. And then she invited me to her home with her, and I was so excited. I thought, oh, she's going to help me by giving me all her old ball gowns that she's grown tired of. Oh, I couldn't wait. And her house was beautiful and elegant. And we ate lunch in the kitchen with her 4 children and her beautiful little white poodle. And then she invited me upstairs to her room. She said brown would look very good on you. I'd like to show you some of the things I've been knitting. And she showed me a bunch of knitted brown dickies in different shades of brown. But she said that they were only to be worn with other shades of brown. And then she said that the thing about dressing right is that everything had to match and go together. Your shoes, stockings, gloves, bag, all of it. And then she asked me to make a list of all the things in my wardrobe. And she said she would go over it and then write me a shopping list of all the things I needed. I was too embarrassed to tell her that she had already seen my whole wardrobe, the gray suit and the white knitted dress. Normally I wasn't shy about telling people I was broke, but for some reason it was different with her. And she said it's so easy not to look vulgar.
In society, she's all dignity.
I didn't make the list. I don't know why I even called her again, except that I promised I would. I guess I was still hoping she would give me some of her old dresses. And I think I had the intention to tell her I couldn't afford to buy new dresses. But when I heard her voice, I just couldn't. And I just had to say, "No, I haven't made that list yet. Yes, I know it is very lazy of me." But I told her I would make up that list in a few days and call her again. I didn't call her again. In fact, the next time I heard from her, it was in the paper.
You realize, of course, a scandal would end your career, too.
I'm perfectly willing to take that chance.
And it was about me presenting an award. I was frozen with fear the night of the Academy Awards ceremonies. I waited tremblingly for my turn to walk up to the platform and hand over the Oscar in my keeping. I prayed I wouldn't trip and fall, and that my voice wouldn't disappear when I had to say my 2 lines. When my turn came, I managed to reach the platform in one piece, and then say my piece, and return to my table without any mishap, or so I thought, until I read Miss Crawford's remarks in the morning paper. I haven't saved the clippings, but I've sort of remembered what she said. She said Marilyn Monroe's vulgar performance at the Academy Awards was a disgrace to all of Hollywood. The vulgarity, she said, consisted of my wearing a dress too tight for me and wriggling my rear when I walked up holding one of the holy Oscars in my hand. I was so surprised I could hardly believe what I was reading. I called up some friends who had seen me at the ceremony and asked them if it was true, what she said. They all laughed and said it wasn't true. They told me to forgive a lady who was once young and seductive herself. All the Hollywood feuds that I've been involved in, they've all kind of involved the same thing. Somebody I mysteriously offended, always a woman.
You see, you learn all kinds of cute tricks in my work.
The truth is my tight dress and my wiggling were all in Miss Crawford's mind. She'd obviously been reading too much about me. Or maybe she was just annoyed that I never brought her that list of my wardrobe.
To present the award for sound recording, Miss Marilyn Monroe. Because it is such a highly cooperative enterprise, this award is not given to an individual. It goes to a sound recording department. Those nominated are All About Eve, 20th Century Fox; Cinderella, Walt Disney Productions, RKO Radio; Louisa, Universal International; our very own Samuel Goldwyn Productions, RKO Radio; and Trio, J. Arthur Rank, Sydney Box, Paramount British. The envelope, please. The winner, All About Eve.
The sound department of 20th Century Fox has previously won 3 awards for sound recording. Wilson in 1944, The Snakes Pit in 1948, and 12 O'Clock High in 1949.
Thomas T. Moulton accepted the award for 20th Century Fox Studios sound department.